Howdy YouTube, today we're taking a look at the Batman and Robin Ice Blast, Mr. Freeze. Certainly something I've been wanting to review for a long time. Probably my favourite Mr. Freeze of all time, favourite part of the movie, that's for sure, and that's the Arnie Mr. Freeze. They didn't make a lot of figures of this guy. From what I know, there was only two different variants. This guy, of course, is the Ice Blast version, which comes with the ice ray cannon and rocket thrusters. Really cool, terrible movie. Certainly good for a laugh. One of the first times where they actually made the toys and then told the people making the movie, this is what you have to have in there, which kind of explains some of the ridiculousness that we saw. But still, it's really great to have seen all these different freeze puns executed by Arnie, the master of the catchphrase. Obviously on the top there, nice shot of the Batman and Robin logo, obviously the figure, and then a nice shot of Arnie with his freeze ray cannon. So pretty cool. Let's get this guy opened up and out of packaging. Now, being that this is a Kenner figure, it is going to have some ridiculous figures. Taking a look at the top, we've got Hover Attack Batman, Heat Scan Batman, Battle Gear Bruce Wayne, Iceboard Robin, Razor Skate Robin, Batgirl, Ice Blast Mr. Freeze, obviously, Jungle Venom Poison Ivy, and Bane. The Bane actually looks pretty cool, if I'm honest. I'm yet to actually see that figure. I'd love to pick that up. That actually looks decent. But yeah, a whole array of ridiculous Batman and Robin figures. Actually not too bad, if I'm honest. I think the Heat Scan one is a little silly, but I like how they've got like the scanning motion going on there. So pretty cool. At the top there is actually a read up, which I'll bring forward so you guys can see. It does say Secrets of the Batcave. Gotham becomes a very cold place when Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, and Bane triple team to plot the demise of Batman and Robin. The crime fighters respond immediately by using the Batcomputer deep within the Batcave to develop an array of cutting-edge weapons that can be used in the battle against a multitude of fiendish foes. Discover the secrets of the Batcave, secret technology that gives Batman, Robin, and Batgirl the ultimate ability to save Gotham City. So decent read up on the back there. Really cool looking figure. I think it's pretty awesome, at least anyway. One thing that I also think is really interesting is I bought this from my local comic shop, who evidently bought this from Minotaur, and I don't know if that's what my comic book shop paid from Minotaur, but they sold it to me for quite a bit less than that, so hopefully they're not losing too much money. As you can see, 1997 Hasbro or Kenner, really the place to go for your 90s toys. So really cool, very excited to get this opened up and hopefully give you guys a cool review. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Here we have Mr. Freeze opened up out of packaging. Pretty cool looking figure, if I'm honest. I actually really like this. I think the design is fantastic. You can see very quickly, just in terms of scale, he's quite a bit shorter than your Arkham City, Arkham Knight style figure, and then a little bit shorter than the new animated Batman series figures that they've been producing, which is expected. He's the same height as all of your 3 3/4 inch figures, but this guy looks really cool. I'll bring it forward so you guys can take a look at the face. I think they did a really good job of nailing this particular Mr. Freeze. He certainly looks like, I guess he looks like what he did in the film. I mean, you can't get a super good Arnie likeness, but it does definitely look like Mr. Freeze, no question about that. I actually love the suit. I love that it's made out of this translucent plastic where you can kind of see through it, but at the same time it gives it that really good Arctic type look. So I'm a big fan. Definitely lots of nice detail, which is awesome, especially considering this is mid to late 90s. I think Kennan did a really good job with this guy. I like the back. The back looks pretty cool. It's like a spine, looks like his spinal cord at the back there. It looks really cool, I think. Certainly very happy I was able to finally pick this guy up. I've been after him for quite a while. Yeah, really nice. Okay, now in terms of articulation, he's got a swivel head swivel arms, no movement in the waist, but swivel legs. So very, very limited articulation, which honestly makes sense. That's about as much as you got in the 90s. Still really, really cool just in terms of a display piece. I think this is fantastic. Like, look at the detail on the back of the helmet even. Like, they've done a really, really good job, especially for such a small figure to have so much detail. I think that's pretty cool and pretty impressive. Definitely a big fan of this guy. Okay, now in terms of accessories, he comes with a couple. The first thing that he comes with is his ice ray cannon, which visually looks pretty cool. It's very big, very, very big. Now, how this works is you basically pull this back, and then I thought it actually shot out. It doesn't, it just comes out like so. So, as you can see, it's screwed on there. It doesn't actually shoot, but you know, in a way, it's probably a good thing, and you can turn it obviously as well to get your ice blast action happening. Very, very big, very, very big, which I wasn't expecting. But yeah, it's still kind of cool. I assume that the heat scan Batman works in a similar way, which I actually don't mind, because especially now, a lot of times with these older figures, you tend to lose things, or parts tend to have gone missing over the years. So at least having it screwed in like that, you still get the same effect, which a lot of collectors like, without the trouble of having lost anything. So that's pretty cool. A nice detail as well on the freeze cannon. And then the final two accessories he comes with are the rocket thrusters that go on the legs. One thing that I think is pretty cool is that when you angle them down, you know, you get the fire coming out for the thrust action. I think it's actually pretty cool for some reason. I think the flame looks reasonably nice the way they've molded it with the plastic. It's a shame there's no button that you press to activate it. But having said that, I don't mind it too much. I mean, I think it's pretty cool, definitely in terms of displaying the figure. Okay, and here we have Ice Blast Mr. Freeze with all his gear on. One thing I think is pretty cool is that when you lift the figure up, that's when the rocket thrusters come out. So pretty cool, especially I guess as a kid, which is what these were designed for. You know, you're playing with the figure, you put him down, and then as soon as you lift him up, he's got the rocket thrust boosters. So actually, I like that quite a bit. I think it's a really, really cool addition to the figure. Overall, honestly, I'm going to say that this is one of my favourite Mr. Freeze figures of all time. You consider how old it is. There's so much detail on it. You consider that it's the Arnie Mr. Freeze. I really, really love this. If you get a chance, absolutely, I think it's worth picking up. It's small, it doesn't take up a lot of space, and I think it's a really, really cool display piece. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this review on the Kennan Batman and Robin Ice Blast Mr. Freeze.